What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 7 to the Sky. So guys, last episode, we started getting into some machines, making some power. We got ourselves some avocado toast, and we planted some sugarcane. Yeah, so we saw that this mod pack has apotheosis in it, and it said that the sugarcane will grow to the sky, essentially, and we know that that means this is going to actually grow to build limit. Like, it'll just keep trucking along all the way up. It was pointed out to me, though, in the comments of the last episode that this mod pack does, in fact, have another mod that might be useful to us. If you take sand, 2 pieces of sand, and you put them together in your crafting grid, you get SNAD. So SNAD is like sand, except it's different. Okay? Just so we're clear on that. It's like it, but it's different. So if we plant sugarcane on this, obviously you can't plant sugarcane on SNAD. Who would try to do that unless the SNAD is next to water? So there we go. So now we got sugarcane on SNAD next to water, and check it out, it grew real fast, didn't it? Yeah, so the SNAD gets random tick updates, and when it gets a random tick update, I think it forces this to grow. I'm not actually sure how it all works, but I do know in the past, though, and I don't know if that's the case with this particular version of SNAD. Let me just grab a piece of cobblestone here. If you applied a redstone signal, you could force it to grow. Does that still work, or is that like a bug from a previous version? Maybe it has to actually be touching the SNAD block itself and not being like indirectly powered. Let's try putting it directly on the SNAD block. I think it's working. Yeah, that definitely works. Okay, so if we wanted to make a SNAD sugarcane farm, or I think this also works with cactus, which we don't have right now. I'm pretty sure you can do that. So we'd want some kind of a redstone signal that's just constantly pulsing into that block, and then we can watch our sugarcane grow all the way to the sky. And then when we harvest it, we literally will get all of the sugarcane. I think that's what we want to do. All right, so in order for us to start growing a massive amount of sugarcane, we are going to need some things. I think we're going to do the vanilla observer clock. So we'll bookmark an observer, and the observer is going to require another quartz. The way that we're going to get another quartz in this mod pack is we have to put in, well, we have to sift. We have to sift for it is how we have to do that. So if we go to the sieve, we can see that soul sand on iron mesh gives us 100% chance for one, and then a 33% chance for another one. I think it's the same no matter which. Oh no, that's less if you're doing crushed netherrack here. But anyway, yeah, so this is what we want to do. So we need to get ourselves some soul sand. So how do we get soul sand in skyblock is what you're asking yourself right now. I know I can hear it. So we need to put sand into a barrel filled with witch water. How do we make witch water? Well, witch water is made by placing a barrel full of water on top of mycelium. Okay, how do you get mycelium? Well, yeah, we need to find ourselves some ancient spores. Let's search for that. Ancient spores. They are in here somewhere. Did I spell it wrong? Maybe let's just type a spore. Mycelium spore. I think they changed it. I think it used to be called ancient spores. Now it's called mycelium spores. Or maybe I'm just misremembering. Either way, mycelium spores is what we are looking for. So to get that, we have to take dirt and we have to sift on mesh to get this. So string mesh is 5%, flint mesh is 5%, iron mesh is 5%, and so on and so on and so on. It's always 5%, right? So yeah, we are going to need about 20 pieces of dirt on average to get one of the spores. So we currently have 1 dirt from us placing our SNAD right here. We are well on our way, guys. We are well on our way. So what I want to do is make some dirt. How do you make dirt in this pack? Well, let's just take a look at dirt real quick. So if we had mystical agriculture, we could make it real fast. 8 of these will turn into 24, but we are not quite there yet. So let's not look at that. We can compost. If we put an apple into the barrels here, we need 10 of them to turn into 1 dirt. We can put in fewer carved pumpkins to turn into a dirt. We can put in 10 of those. There's a few different options here. These are 5 of them would turn into a dirt. Yeah, so we can do that. There's also the vanilla composting method. No, I'm sorry. The vanilla composting method only gives you bone meal. That is incorrect. So this would be the way that we'd have to do this. Okay, so a few things can go into there. I do believe sugarcane should be one of them. Yeah, so sugarcane, we're going to need a bit more than 10 per dirt, but we've seen if I just spam, we can get this stuff pretty easily, right? So maybe there's a better way to do it than that right now, but I'm fine holding right click until we can automate this. All right, so I just spammed the lever a few more times and we're up to 23 sugarcane. And while getting this is cool and everything, I feel like I might be overlooking something kind of important. Let's go ahead. Can we put seeds in here? We can put seeds in there. Check that out. Okay, so we can do that. Then we can throw some of the sugarcane in there. And look, it's magical. Look at these particles. That's kind of cool. I think that's new. Well, at least I don't remember seeing particles on this sort of a thing previously. Boom, 1 dirt. So the important thing is, look at all these oak saplings we have. I think we could throw those in here to make dirt. Look at that. Look at that. It only took 8 of those, I believe, right? Yeah, it only took 8 of those. And then we can get dirt this way. So I think this is how we are actually going to do it instead of spamming for sugarcane. We have plenty of these extra saplings and we can get these real fast. So, yep, I'm just going to go ahead and compost a bunch of saplings. All right, so I made a few more barrels just to speed this process up. And you can see here we have collected a bit of dirt. We have 19. Are we going to get lucky? We needed 20. But I think we might get lucky here. We'll see what happens. It's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Did we get any of the mycelium spores, though, is the question. And the answer is sadly no. It does not look like we got lucky there. Although we didn't quite have 20. Oh, we got large fern seeds. Does that just make literally, yeah, just, okay. Yeah, that's what that does. So I need to continue doing that and we will see if we can get the mycelium spores. All right, so I was trying to figure out how I was going to make a whole bunch more dirt and I was coming up with a whole bunch of different schemes and I settled on just growing oak trees and composting oak saplings. So yeah, that's what we went with. I had to make about 14 more dirt, I think, before we got the mycelium spores, but we did in fact get them. I made a new chest up here so we can put all of our different seeds since we got a whole bunch of new ones. We got like acacia and birch and a whole bunch of different plants and all sorts of craziness. So yeah, I am now keeping all of the seeds up there. It looks like we also got pumpkin seeds. That's pretty cool. And carrot seeds. And I saw we had potatoes. Yeah, so we got lots of different food that we could grow should we choose to do that, which is pretty awesome. But anyway, apples. Mycelium spores. So these are what we needed. So we have to apply this to we have to apply that to a piece of dirt. And I don't actually have any more dirt. I'm gonna have to make some more real quick. All right, so we got 9 dirt in hand. I guess we can put it over here. I did end up moving these barrels, by the way. You can see it's raining. These barrels are filling up full of water when they are over here. And if they are full of water, you can't compost in them. So yeah, I had to move them over here to the more dry, deserty area. Let's place this down over here. That should be plenty good. We'll place the mycelium spore there. And as mycelium does, it should just spread like grass to the adjacent dirt blocks. We are just going to need one of these. For now, anyway. We'll place one of those on the top of that. And I guess I can just throw water in there, right? Water. Yep. So with the water in there, you can see there's progress happening. It is now converting from water into witch water. So once that is done, we can place a piece of sand in there and then we can get some soul sand, I do believe. So I think we're only gonna need 2 of these for right now. Obviously, oh, my hunger is quite low from all the vein mining I was doing. Obviously, we're going to need a lot more of this in the future, but for right now, for our simple purposes, there we go. Quest complete, soul sand. We also got a quest complete here just a moment ago as well for the for the mycelium spores. I don't know where that quest is. We can take a look at that here in a moment while things are happening. So let's see. We have in the getting started section that says there's a quest complete here somewhere. And I don't see it right here. I found it. Soul sand. So mycelium spores and soul sand. That's going to give us 2 more soul sand. Hey, we didn't actually need to even convert anything. We already did it. Okay, and then over in food and farming, we have a quest right here. Sugar. This wanted us to have 10 sugarcane. And that's going to give us some XP and 1 piece of sugar. Very good. What is this one? This wants us to have 3 sugar, and that's going to give us some sugar cane for that. You know what? Well, I guess let's do this real quick. Okay, so we got 4 pieces of soul sand. Let's grab some of our sugar cane. Do I have it up here? I do. So some sugar cane. There's 3 pieces of sugar, and there we go. There's another quest complete. Look at us completing all these quests. So there's 3 more sugar cane to replace that, and then some more XP. All the quests getting completed over here. So this wants us to make a cake, and I don't think we can make a cake without having milk, and we don't have any animals here. We don't have any cows specifically to get milk from, so we can't do that unless we can do the slice of cake. Oh, that's cool. So you take a cake and then you, on a cutting board, you can put it into little slices. Huh. That should be in vanilla, I think. Anyway, so we have this. We should finally be able to come over here, sift this. Comes over to these. Very good. We got 4 quartz. Hey, and we got some nether wart too. So we'll hold on to the nether wart for a little while. Just put that away. We only needed 2 of these quartz. And I think I need 4 redstone and some of this here. So we do this, that, boom, observer. Okay, so now that we have an observer, let's get rid of this. I think we place observer. How we do? Place it that way. Place it that way. It's glorious, isn't it? I think it's done growing. It doesn't, I can't imagine it's going up much higher than that. Whoop. Sweet berries. Let's go and break that. Oh, that's awesome. We're going to have so many items down here to collect. Look at it keep going. Whoop. All the way up there. It's still breaking blocks as it goes up. Look at all the sugarcane coming down. And while all that sugarcane is raining, look, we are still growing even more. Whoa. That sugarcane bounced on the bed. That's kind of cool. All right, so we should have quite a bit of this stuff now, which is pretty awesome. Let's see how many we got here. So we got over a stack. And we should actually have like a couple stacks, right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a pretty decent amount of sugarcane for just kind of letting this thing do its thing. And we can keep breaking that if we want to, and then keep collecting more. So what this is going to allow us to do at this point is to essentially make infinite dirt. All we gotta do is keep breaking that, and then we can make some hoppers, pipe this into one of these oak barrels that's going into a chest, and then we have just a dirt maker. All right, so I made a few chests here, and I turned a couple of chests into some hoppers, and we have essentially what we would do in like vanilla Minecraft here if we were making a composter. So yeah, just a chest feeding into a hopper going into our barrel, and then once that's complete, it's just going to eject the item into this chest down here, and then we will have dirt. So next step is we just put all of our sugarcane in here, and come back later, and magically we will have dirt. Now there is better ways for us to move items, but the thing is, the composter, the oak barrel here, can only process dirt so quickly, right? So yeah, we'll have pipes and stuff that can pipe these things in and fill this barrel up instantly, I think, later on, but we still have to wait for the progress to complete. So the only way that this is really going to speed up is if we scale this and have a bunch of these going in parallel with each other, right? So we have like 8 of these all processing at once or something. Well, we're not quite there yet. We'll be there eventually, but not yet. So until then, I'm happy just kind of going along this path. And yeah, we're just kind of passively getting dirt. I just need to remember, come over here, break that sugarcane every now and then put all the drops in this top chest. So the way these observer clocks work, one's observing the other, one sees it change, it pulses, and this one's like, oh, that changed, so I'm going to pulse. And then this one's like, oh, I see this one change, so I'm going to pulse. So that's why we get the pulsing timer back and forth like that. But because of the way these work, if you push them together using a piston, they go about twice as fast than if you just place them by hand. So while this is growing and it's going pretty quickly, we can speed this up. So what I'd like to do is be able to make a sticky piston. That way we can retract and push it forward, essentially turning the timer on and off whenever we choose to. In case we don't want this sugarcane growing to the sky anymore, we can do that. And it seems to rain all the time in this world. Like I literally just slept and it keeps raining. Okay, anyway, so I wanted to make myself some slime, and I was kind of like looking through how all of this is going to happen. So essentially we need to make a slime block, right? We need the slime so we can make a sticky piston. And slime doesn't really seem like something we can do, but slime blocks, however, we can transform mushrooms, right? Just the regular mushrooms or the Botania ones if we had those in witch water into a slime block. Well, how do we get regular mushrooms? Well, this is the thing that I was kind of struggling with, but I saw there's mushroom blocks that we can craft. So if we put mycelium spores once again into witch water, we can get ourselves a mushroom block. And then we break the mushroom block, and if we get lucky, then we get mushrooms out of it, and we can continue making more, right? Yeah, so I think that is our next step here. So all the sugarcane has turned into dirt, and we have quite a bit. We still have a lot in here that's turning into more dirt. Let's see if we get lucky. We should be able to get at least three with all of these, unless we're just going to get super unlucky. I see one on the ground right there on the left side of the screen. Okay, so we got at least one. All right, hopefully we got more than one, but we got at least one. And all of this stuff, goodness, that's so much stuff. All right, what do we ended up with 3 of them. That is not bad at all. Okay, so we have 3 of these now. So we can place one into here and boom, mushroom block. I took all of our barrels and moved them from over there to over here and turned them all into witch water, by the way. All right, so mushroom block. Do we get brown mushrooms from breaking this? Are we gonna have to do this a bunch of times and just hope to get lucky? Because I know these can drop them. Aha, we got one. Now the question is, do I take this and try and grow it into a giant mushroom and then chop down all the mushroom and hopefully... Also, the other thing I don't know is, do crooks work on mushroom blocks? Because if you crook a leaf, you get a higher chance at leaves dropping. Okay, well, mushrooms can grow on mycelium, but they cannot grow on grass under direct sunlight. So we'd have to make a roof over here a certain distance tall in order to grow it over there. Or we could grow it here, but I'm going to have to remove the witch water in order to do that. I think we'll just remove the witch water. Okay, so I'm going to place the mushroom here. I don't know if these are too close. I might have to move those. And then we're going to need some bone meal. Bone meal. We have some in here. Oh my goodness. My inventory is just destroyed with all of this stuff. Put all of this away. This. Okay. So we have some bone meal. There was actually some more bone blocks. And then I wanted to try a crook. I don't know if a crook works or not. We will figure that out. I don't think we can torque these, but we should be able to bone meal them. There we go. Now we got a big old mushroom. Let's see if we can crook. I don't know if this does anything. We're going to try it. So we ended up getting 22. Did those give us? Yeah, that didn't give us anything. I'm not sure if the crook had an effect on that. I guess we could try one more time without. Just like being minded with my hand. Oh, I can't torque these. What am I doing? So we got 21 in our inventory. If we do this, I'm going to say the crook doesn't really work on it. But anyway, we have plenty of these mushrooms now, which is fantastic. Okay, so now that we have that, we can place these guys back and just start filling these back up with my conveniently placed infinite water source right here. Sweet. All right, and then 1 mushroom into this should turn into a slime block. Boom. Check it out. And we got a quest complete, a slime ball. So which quest is that? Getting started. Up here, slime ball. So brown mushroom block. Oh yeah, right. I remember this quest a long time ago. Slime block, and that's just gonna give us 9 more slime. Awesome. All right, we're knocking out quests. So now that we have the slime, we can come over here and make ourselves a piston. So I need 1 iron, 1 redstone. I need 3 of that and 4 of that. So piston, like a so, redstone, iron, boom, and sticky piston, boom. Okay, very good. So let's get rid of this, get rid of this. I did have a lever before, and then I threw it away because I didn't think I was gonna need it, and now I feel like I need it. So this and that lever, sweet. Okay, so this is the speed in which it's growing. It's pretty quick. If we do this, we stop it. And then if we do this, it should be growing. Okay, it's not crazy fast, but it's like at least 50% faster. It's definitely faster than what it was. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up here for today. We got ourselves infinite sugarcane going all the way up to the sky. We are taking that sugarcane, we're collecting it, and we are turning it into dirt. We're taking that dirt, we're sifting it, getting a whole bunch of other resources out of it, including all the different tree types, different types of stone, lots of different seeds, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.